back, subscribers. It's the best damn barbecue ever. You guys have been supporting the hell out of us, so we had to do something amazing. We went and got us an A5 Kagoshima brisket. It's from Japan, and it's really from Crowd Cow. So shout out to Crowd Cow, and feast your eyes on this, because this is the making of legends right here. This is the highest marbling score in the world for any brisket anywhere. And we are about to put it on the smoker. We got this rolling at 200. Shout out to Pit Boss. We're gonna be rolling with the Pro Series vertical because that's our trusty for big cuts. And I just wanna jump right into it. So we're gonna cut it. Now this comes with a certificate from Crowd Cow that literally says, do not let it thaw at room temperature, because the fat is like butter. Oh my God, which it is. Already this is unlike nothing I've ever seen or felt from a brisket, and I've handled hundreds of briskets. Wow. This is something completely different, but we're gonna stick to our roots of what we know about brisket. This comes pre-trimmed from Crowd Cow. Looks amazing. We're gonna season it with D-rub for beef from White Bulls BBQ. WhiteBullsBBQ.net. We're gonna go light because this is Wagyu and it is A5 and it's a pretty majestic piece of meat. I have a lot of respect for this cut. It's almost one of those things, if you're a barbecue guy or even just a meat guy, you know that this is something seriously special. And I know there's somebody watching this right now that can't understand that we're putting our own rub on it. They would go salt and pepper. But I'm telling you, that's how we feel about this product, and we're about to do it. Wow. This thing is buttery. It almost feels like a crime to cover that marble. But I cannot wait to see what this beholds. I swear, guys, this fat is literally butter. If you press on it too hard, your finger's gonna sink. Wow. In case you're curious, we got a 6-pounder for $400 US. And that is what you're looking at. So this is almost $100 per pound. And after yield, meaning the juice we're gonna render out of this thing, you might be looking at $100 a pound when it's all said and done. So we're gonna flip this. We're gonna let that salt soak for about a minute. Usually we go about 10 or 15 or whatever. We ain't got time for that. This baby is butter and we got this rocking. It's time to throw it on. Can't wait to bring you guys this amazing cook. So let's do the damn thing. We're rolling at 200. We're gonna roll 200 for the first hour. That is because we wanna preserve as much of this fat as we can, and we want it to roll for at least an hour at 200 so we get a nice, beautiful smoke ring, and then we're gonna kick it up to 225 the rest of the way, and that's it. So let's get to it. This thing is looking and smelling amazing, and we got the smoke rolling. And that is a beautiful sight to see. We are gonna put a Pyrex underneath of it. We wanna catch every little dripping of this Wagyu beef. This is gonna be an amazing cook. Big shout out to Crowd Cow. And if you're not, subscribe and like. We got many great things coming. This thing's got a smoke bag coming. We're about to put a Pyrex underneath of it. The point of that is because we want to catch all that rendering juices, all those fats. We're going to use those later. Could use it for frying things in a cast iron, a sear. The possibilities are endless when you got Kagoshima A5 dripping. So that's what this is about. That's already looking crazy. Wow. The shine that this already has, it just went on, is unbelievable. It's literally glistening. Back to the smoke bath it goes. And we'll be back in about an hour to kick this thing up to 225. It's been about an hour. We've been rolling at 200. I think it's time that we spin this thing. We want it to cook nice and even. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We got nice and thick gloves. Already catching some rendered fat and it's looking amazing. That's 1 hour at 200 degrees. Unreal. It's even rendering slightly different. The way that all this is coming through, never seen that before. Ever. Unreal. Wow. As you can see, I've never seen it like this after an hour. It's already got some gel to it. Sweating, looking amazing. Woo! Getting excited. It's time. We're gonna crank it to 225. So let's take a peek. And we're gonna get this thing rocking a little bit higher. Wow. Already looking downright delicious. Crank that to 225. The reason that we're going from 200 to 225 is because we want to try to get the best smoke ring possible, and I think it allows for more bark to form in the beginning of the cook, no matter what kind of brisket you're doing. So with a thing that's beautiful, we had to do our due diligence and do that on this cook. That's why we're cranking it to 225. The rest of the way, 225. Cannot wait. We'll be back to check on this thing in a little bit. So it's been about another 2 hours. We're gonna spin it again. The reason we keep spinning it, so we get that even cook. Let's peek in on this. Good Lord. Dude, that's seriously unbelievable. I have never, ever seen a brisket look like this. Unreal, guys. Unreal. Again, we're spinning it to keep optimal, even cook throughout. Because every grill has a hot spot. So with something like this, we do not want to chance it. Every 2 hours, we're going to spin it. All right, barbecue fam. It's already been an amazing cook. It smells amazing. It's around about 170. We're going to wrap it in a minute. But first, I really want to emphasize a lot about this Kagoshima. It's amazing. It's not just regular Wagyu. This is renowned. And I'm going to read it to you. When Japan held a nationwide Wagyu Olympics competition in 2017, A5 from Kagoshima earned the highest average score across 11 categories. So, what that means is that basically this stuff is even another grade of A5. This farm has an amazing concentration of cows that have A5 marbling. They clearly know what they're doing. This thing smells amazing. We cannot wait to sink our teeth into this thing. So we are gonna wrap it just to get it a little bit quicker done and save some of those rendered juices at the end. It's gonna be amazing. So let's jump right into it. Okay. go triple wrap. Just to be sure. This is around the 7-8 hour mark. By this point, you definitely have enough smoke. That's what created that nice bark. We're actually cooking fat cap up. And that's why on the top, it didn't have insane color, because that's mostly all fat cap. But it has plenty of smoke, guys. Now we just want to make sure we savor those juices and maybe speed up the cook a little bit, because we want 85 Kagoshima. So let's get to it. And this thing is so soft. I don't even know how to describe it, really. It literally, if I feel like if I wanted to smush it, I could. It's that soft. This is incredible, and every slice is gonna go this way. It's already perfectly trimmed, straight from Crowd Cow. Let's get this thing back on the smoker. Now we'll come back. We're gonna probe it. And come back when that thing's around 205, 210, and start poking around. Give it that good old probe test. So we wrapped it, and now, let's not forget, we had that Pyrex going underneath that caught all that render. So let's see what this fat's looking like. I want to see, because I'm curious. We're going to use this stuff to fry things, sear things, smash burgers maybe. Who knows? Oh, man. And this is looking crazy. Wow. It's like crystal clear. This fat is literally unbelievable. It smells better than bacon fat. It somehow smells even sweeter, and it's not even pork. This is like blowing my mind, because the rub is kind of savory. And it's just the aroma off this. It's literally a crime that you guys can't smell it. I'm gonna close this smoker up, but wow, cannot wait to put this stuff to use. It's a good tip. Take our TP19, get through that layers of foil. We're sitting at 209 right in the middle, closer off to the edge. 210. It's time, guys. It's really more about the feel than it is the temperature. I always would tell you that when it comes to brisket. This thing is going to be phenomenal. So we're going to put it in our Cambro Go box. I actually won this in a giveaway. And as you can see, it's going for a little rest. You want this to sleep for at least an hour. It gives the juices time to just come right back up into the meat and kind of just redissipate and cool down nice and evenly. It's gonna be amazing. We'll be back with the cut. All right, barbecue fam, it's been an amazing cook. 10 hours, A5 Kagoshima Wagyu Brisket. Unbelievable. We got amazing renderings here. It's been a great cook. It's done resting. It's time to take it out of the Cambro. Crazy. That thing just feels like a sponge. So we're gonna obviously take it out of this. But first, this is the rendering from earlier. Basically the entire cook. Let's get this baby unwrapped. We're gonna pour the juice right back in there. We're saving that stuff for later. This thing is sitting in a boat of juice. Extremely opaque at that. Usually, on a typical brisket, that's like straight up brown. Can't see through it. That is amazing. I'm gonna pick it. Wow. Unbelievable. It's a little hot. I'll put it over here. I'll get this foil out of the way and we'll cut it. Wow. Let's get these juices in there before we do that. super juicy. So nothing left to do but to slice this up. We got a super sharp roaster knife here, aka the brisket slicer. We already know which way the grains are running. They're running straight like this, so we're just gonna get as many good slices as we can. Full, but that is extremely tender. You can make it clap, and it's a celebration. Not as big of a smoke ring as I thought, but this is just, I don't even have words for the way these grains look. They're just insane. This is literally cutting with no effort. I mean, the only thing I'm trying to do is get the best slices possible. I've never even seen fat look like that. That's unreal. Yeah, this is so tender it won't cut. It just keeps dragging with the blade, and this is, we just sharpened this blade. So, I mean, it's okay. It's not as thick as we thought it would be, but this beef, I mean, look, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. It's just so tender. There's never been a prime that I've ever seen with grains like this. There's just not enough marbling, even in a prime. So, well, honestly guys, there's nothing really left for me to say other than for somebody to try this. And I got some good people here with me. This is Mike, partial business owner of White Bulls. Ethan, please come get that. Show the people. Dude, it's so rich. It almost just, like, it's just all fat. I really don't have words because it's as good as I thought it would be, and the fat just kind of has a life of its own. Wow. Do it up. Yeah, that's just crazy. Yeah, I don't really have words, guys. It's amazing. It's people are gonna ask me every time, is this worth your money? Is it worth the hundreds and hundreds of dollars? I've made hundreds of briskets. None of them have ever been this rich. Like, what I mean by rich is, it's so juicy that you really can't even explain it. And the only thing I'm surprised about is that we didn't get a crazy smoke ring. But like, this beef is just so different. I'm trying to explain it the best that I can. But like, the marbling is so insane, you don't even care about a smoke ring. Like, it's just, give me that. You guys, if you have the expendable income or you have a bucket list, go to Crowd Cow and get you one of these A5s because it's amazing. It really is unlike any brisket I've ever seen. So tightly marbled, it's just wow. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that we brought some kind of light to this. I mean, this is an amazing cut of meat, and I hope that I explained why it's just so expensive. It's so incredible. Look at my hands. Like, this is just so rich. Like, words don't describe it. I've said enough. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell. The best damn barbecue ever, bringing you the best damn brisket ever. And this is how you know. Let's go.